Here we go. Another Monday morning, Ben.
I can't believe it's happened again.
That means another week of work. And that's bullshit.
I don't care for it.
No. How's the Monday-itis going over there?
I don't do well. I don't do well on Mondays. I don't do particularly well on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, or Fridays either.
No. It's a case of the Mondays every day.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking awful.
Do you ever have a bad day and a coworker will come up to you and go, "Looks like someone has a case of the Mondays." Well, I don't know, man. I believe someone did that and get a punch in the face.
No, man. But you know
I
what?
believe in punch in the face. Someone did that.
We're here to help everybody with a case of the Mondays.
That's right.
That's what we're here to do. It's a good way to start the week, you know.
You feel good about yourself. Feel good about movies. And I don't know where I'm going with this. Feel good about yourself.
Oh, yes.
Because if you're listening to us talk.
I always feel good about me when I'm sitting here with you.
That's I feel good about you too.
I find this amusing. Hey, thank you for listening, everybody. This is Good Movie Monday, the podcast dedicated to nerdy cinematic ramblings. We are Glenn Cochran and Ben Helwig. We do this every single week, so let's do this.
Let's do it again.
How about you tell them all about this week's twofer? We've got a twofer episode. Everything's a little bit winky wonky, or out of
That's
sync.
right. Well, we got our usual segments. We got Jarrett coming in talking about physical.
Is it the usual segment?
It is the usual segment.
Is it?
Yeah, well, you can't say that. You're going to ruin the whole bit. Is that we present it like it's a normal thing. Otherwise, you ruin the whole intro. I was like, do I tell you about this before we record? No, you'll just do it. You'll be like normal. No.
Well, if I can't, we're here to make other people's Mondays better. I'm not here to make your Monday better.
You're just standing on my bits.
Well, we've got Jarrett coming up.
For PE class.
Yep.
And we got the boneheads from Kentucky. I actually didn't see what their segment was this week.
They're talking about their favourite stunt people.
Ah.
Yes.
I don't know who any stunt people are. Richard Farnsworth?
I've had the
stuntman?
I've had a sneaky listen to their segment ahead of time, and let's just say they throw out the generic ones.
Like who?
Kane Hodder. Spoiler alert.
I didn't even know he was a stuntman. There was like a man in the costume.
No, he was the stuntman they got to play Jason, and he's done many films, obviously.
Yeah, right. I guess, does that mean that, does David Prowse count as a stuntman because he's inside the costume?
Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah, right. Yeah. He's not an actor in the role.
Look, I'm not going to spoil their thing, but when we get to it, maybe.
If I thought they listened, I wouldn't say this. What else have we got? We've got no Terrific TV Tuesday this week because you scored yourself 2 interviews.
Well, you've just gone to shed all over your own bit.
No, I haven't. Because the whole thing is that the TV Tuesday's a surprise. So I set it up now so that we don't have, as if we don't. And then when I come back, I go, gotcha, suckers.
Nobody's listening.
No.
It doesn't matter.
Just, I put all of 5 seconds work into that bit. I came up with it 2 seconds before we recorded.
Look, the only other spoiler I'm going to give here is there's a big treat coming up. Ben whips it out. It's fantastic.
It's not as big as it once was.
Not after I've gone and poured a cup of coffee all over it.
Cold water. It's cold in the pool. But who did you interview this week?
So we've got 2 interviews lined up for this week. We've got Bill Bennett, iconic Aussie filmmaker, who's behind movies like Kiss or Kill, and he even did The Nugget. He's done 2 If by Sea with Sandra Bullock. Like, he's a big deal in Australian filmmaking. He's got a brand new film coming out called The Way My Way.
Wasn't 2 If by Sea? I'm trying to think. Was that the one that it was supposed to be one kind of film, and then While You Were Sleeping came out, and Sandra Bullock kind of became like America's sweetheart, so they tried to re-edit it to make her...
Maybe. I didn't get to chat about that film in particular, but I would love... Bill's up for a chat. Like, I'd love to have that conversation.
Let's do it. We'll do it again.
For sure. And we also have a special treat. We've got another bonus interview, a nice short one with Jarquil Spivey, one of the guys from the new Mean Girls movie, which we went ahead and shat upon last week on the show with Jarrett. But I'll address that a little bit later on.
Jarrett didn't like it. I haven't seen it.
Look, he's a cool guy, and to be honest with you, I just like the way he says my name.
But the question is, did he like the way you said his name?
I think he did. We got along.
Well, it's good that it means that you got it right.
That's right. I did get a bit of a briefing from the publicist before this is how you say his name.
Yeah.
Make sure you get it right. And I just hope I did then when I mentioned
When you
it.
actually yeah, right.
What else? Look, if you're a social type, then catch us on Facebook. Go to the social medias, Instagram, YouTube, all of that.
The TikTok. Don't forget the TikTok, your favourite one.
That's right. Like, subscribe. Every single view and listen makes a difference to us. It's very
When
much
are we?
appreciated.
When are we going to do the Barb Rhubarb dance on our TikTok?
Well,
have you seen that? Have you seen that trend?
When are we going to do any trend on TikTok? When are we going to trend on TikTok?
It's like
is the
yeah.
question.
I mean, I don't have a sense of rhythm or sense of timing, so I think it would be quite amusing, but horrifying. I don't have the memory. I look at them and I'm like, I can't. I've seen like that Barb Rhubarb thing has come up on my feed from like 30 or 40 different people. It just comes up, and I still am caught by surprise at every move. Like, oh, is that the next one? Is that that goes into this, and then this goes into that? You see, like when you watch dancers in like Showgirls and stuff, and they're like they will run you through the routine once, and then they can do it, and you're like, how does that? Like, I can't remember a phone number.
No. I mean, to be honest with you, when it comes to social media trends, I'm still stuck on the ice bucket challenge. Like, did that cure that whole thing?
Did ALS is ALS cured now? Yeah, it's not a problem.
Must be because I've not heard of it since.
Yeah.
And alopecia, that was a thing once upon a time.
Yeah, that's right. No one has that anymore.
Except for Jeff Ross. I noticed that on the roast of Tom Brady the other week.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on, so I had to Google the shit out of that. And alopecia.
I just like that Kim Kardashian got booed and gave zero fucks.
Or did she? Because if you watch Netflix, they removed it.
They removed it. They removed the booing.
I tell you what, look, I don't think that much of Kim Kardashian, but the way she handled herself on that stage was pretty fucking great.
Yeah.
She was half wasted too, but that made it all the better.
You're like, why'd you put someone like Kim Kardashian in that position? Like, she's not like a comedian or really a performer.
I think they were just going for an audience. Like, there's an audience we haven't.
I mean,
got.
they had a lot of football players too, and those guys are, the fact that they, are able to walk and talk and not shit themselves from all the concussions they have is a miracle.
Most of those players did pretty fucking good.
Did you really?
As roasters, yeah.
Oh, I heard that. I saw someone put up 5 best things and 5 worst things, and the 5 worst things were the football players. But I didn't know who they were.
Way.
I don't know who any of them are.
There are a couple of comedians that like the two Bears, Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura, fucking tanked hard, I reckon.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like as a combo, they're just not that funny.
Right.
I think individually they're not that funny anymore too. To
who
be
was
honest
it?
with you.
Who was it that somebody? I think.
Oh, that chick that said that Bill likes his one joke.
Yeah, you just take your shirt off. Yeah, was it Elsa Schlesinger?
Was it her? No, I think it was the Nikki chick, the one that really slayed.
Oh, Nikki Glaser.
Yeah, I think it was her, and she killed it. Her and Tony, what's his name from Kill Tony, absolutely just butchered everybody in that room, and it was just glorious. And
I just don't know why Anthony Jeselnik isn't like always on the roast now, because he always does really well. Yeah. I mean, I guess he's not famous enough.
Well, apparently there's going to be more Netflix roast, and the fact that they were able to push it as hard as they did without getting in trouble has given them the confidence to really keep going.
Well, that's a miracle in itself.
Yeah, I think, but Netflix has really stood behind that kind of thing, like with Dave Chappelle, whenever he comes under fire, Netflix stand by him. And so I just think they don't give a shit. They're like, well, there's more than just you as our audience.
But look, I mean, that is, at the end of the day, that is the thing, right? The whole woke thing is big on the internet, not so big in real life.
That's
right. Outside of college campuses.
Yeah.
Aside from people whinging about things, but no one really.
How many TikTok
the majority of people
whinges there are, or how many news articles there are to take it down. Like the audience proves it that they have a thirst for it.
Yeah.
And this particular roast, outside of those private ones, with the old like Bob Saget, what's his name, freaking Gilbert Gottfried, all those ones when they went really savage. This is as hardcore as I've seen it go for a while. So
yeah, right.
Yeah, quite good. But anyway, let's move on with the show. We've got heaps to get through. So next segment.